Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make these melon granny squares. And just a heads up, I am new to crochet, so sometimes I would mix up the correct crochet term. So if I do that along the video, then I'm gonna leave it up top in the center. So in case you're listening and I'm saying one word but I'm doing something different, that's just because I'm still getting the hang of the correct terms to use or the correct words to use. Anyways, so let's begin. For this video, you're gonna need 5 colors of yarn, and I'm gonna be using yellow for the center part right here instead of pink. But you can go ahead and use pink or red if you prefer. You're also gonna need some white, 2 shades of green. I'm using these greens because that's all I have in my stock right now. But if you have the proper green shade for a melon, that would be best. Like, look at this. I think this is the right, maybe close to the right shade for that inner green shade of the melon. But unfortunately, I don't have that anymore. So you're also gonna need black. These are all acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. I have Mainstays and Leftover Red Heart. Both of them recommends using a 5.5 millimeter hook, but I am going to use a 3.75 millimeter hook. You're also going to need a stitch marker, a threading needle, and scissors. Okay, so to start, we're going to make a magic ring. And to do that, you're going to put the end tail over your fingers like this. And with your working yarn, you're going to go over your fingers like this, then pinch it at that crossover. Pull that loop out of your fingers, then grab your hook, put it through that loop, grab your working yarn, pull it up, pinch it against the hook, then grab your working yarn, pull it up, and chain. Now once you do that, you're going to chain another, so 2 chains, and this will not count as a stitch. Now we're going to make 12 double crochets into that magic ring. So to make a double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that magic ring, then yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through the 2, then yarn over and pull through 2. Now that is the official first stitch, so I'm going to put my stitch marker in there just so I don't confuse it with that 2 chains I did. Now you're going to make 11 more double crochets into the ring for a total of 12 double crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 12. Okay, so pull the end tail to close off that ring. So once you made your 12 double crochets, you're going to slip stitch into that first double crochet. Chain 2. This doesn't count as a stitch. Now for this round, we're going to work into the space between the stitches. So not the actual stitch, but the space between them. So in the first space, we're going to make 2 double crochets. One, put my stitch marker back, and then 2. in the next space, we're going to make 1 double crochet. The next space, 2 double crochets. So that is going to be the pattern for this round. You're going to make 1 double crochet, then 2, and then 1, and then 2. So you're going to alternate between 1 and 2 double crochets in each space. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you towards the end to show you what happens next. Alright, so since we start with 2 double crochets in that first space, remember that chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, you're going to end with 1 double crochet in the last space. And the total number of stitches for this round you should have is 18. Then slip stitch into that first double crochet to finish off. Now, round 3 is where we start making our melon seed. So after you slip stitch, you're gonna chain 3, and this time this does count as a stitch. So put that stitch marker in the third chain. And for this round, we're also going to work into the space between the stitches and not the actual stitch. So after you make your 3 chains, you're going to grab your black yarn. And this is how you attach your black yarn to start the seed. We're going to work into the next space for this one. So grab your black yarn. So this is how we start adding our melon seed into the round. You're going to want to leave a little bit of tail, maybe about 1.5 inches or 2. Hold it against the back of your work like this, pinch it, and I'm pinching it with my ring finger, just so I have a little bit of tension on the yarn. You're going to drop the working yarn that you're using. If it's red, I'm using yellow, so I'm going to drop that down. Then yarn over with that black, go into the next space. Yarn over again with the black and pull it up. Now that's 1. We're gonna do 2 more yarn overs. So 1 and then 2. Now you should have 6 loops of black on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you're gonna yarn over with the black and pull it through the 6 loops of black. Now you should have a black loop and a yellow or pink, in your case, on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over with the black again and pull it through the black loop only. You're going to remain with another black and a yellow loop on the hook. Now you're going to drop the black, then pick up the yellow. Okay, I'm just going to say this is color A because I keep saying yellow and pink and I'm a little bit confused and I might be confusing you too. So I'm just going to say color A for yellow. So pick up color A again, then yarn over and pull through both loops of the color B, of the color black and color A, like that. Now we're going to continue into the next space with a 2 double crochets. Now before you continue, make sure you're working over your black yarn as you go along, so you bring it along so you can pick it up each time when you're about to make the seed. So into the next space between the 2 double crochet stitches, we're going to make 2 double crochet. So yarn over, pull your hook through that space, go over that black yarn 2 so you can carry it over, then yarn over, pull up a loop, then make your first double crochet, then another double crochet into the same space. Now into the next space, we're going to make 2 more double crochets. Again, I'm working over my black yarn. And in the next space, we're going to make another seed. So drop your color A and pick up the black yarn. Then you're going to yarn over with that black before you put your hook through that next space. Yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over twice more. So 1 and 2. You should have 6 loops of black on your hook. You're going to yarn over with the black and pull it through only 6 black loops. You should have a black loop and the color A loop on your hook. Then yarn over with the black again and pull it through only the black loop on your hook. Now you should again have a black loop and a color A loop on your hook. Then drop your black yarn, pick up color A, and finish off your double crochet. So yarn over with color A and pull it through both loops, which is going to be a black loop and a color A loop. And then we're going to repeat. So this is going to be the pattern for this round. Don't forget to work over your black yarn as you move along. Make 2 double crochet in the next space between the stitches. So that's 1 and 2. Another 2 double crochet in the next space. That's 1 and 2. Now drop your color A, pick up color black, yarn over with it first before you go into that space between the stitches. Then go through that space, yarn over, pull up, then yarn over twice. So this is 1 more yarning over, then 1 more. So you should have 6 loops of black on the hook. Then yarn over and pull through only 6 loops of black. You should have a black loop and a color A loop on the hook. Yarn over with the black again and pull through only the black loop. Again, you should have a black loop and a color A loop on the hook. Then drop the black yarn, pick up your yarn A, yarn over with it and pull it through both loops on the hook. I'm going to meet you towards the end of the round. So continue with this pattern and I'll meet you there to show you what happens next. All right, so I'm towards the end of round 3, and since we started with 3 chains, we're gonna make 1 double crochet in the last space because these 3 chains count as its second double crochet. And we're gonna slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Now before we do that, we're gonna carry the black over to the next round. So this is what it looks like on the back. So we're gonna finish that slip stitch like normal. Put the hook through the 3rd chain, and before you yarn over that color A to finish that slip stitch, you're gonna grab the black yarn, put it over the hook like this, and let it drop. Now you're gonna grab your color A and yarn over and finish that slip stitch. This is just so you bring up that black color so you can make your seeds in this round. Okay, so once that slip stitch is done, we're gonna start with a chain 3. This is round 4. We're gonna start with a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put my stitch marker back in. And I'm working over the black as I go because we're gonna make more seeds in this round. And in the first space, we're gonna make 1 double crochet. And the first space is the one right before that seed. So yarn over and make your double crochet into that space. And in the next space, we're gonna make 2 double crochet, and that space is right after that seed. So make 2 double crochets in there. It's 1 and 2. Don't forget to work over your black yarn to carry along. And in the next space, you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Next, we're gonna make a seed. So drop your color A, pick up the black, now just a tip, if you get confused a little bit, remember that when you pick up the black, you always want to try to pick it up in front of the yellow or in front of your color A. So pick up your black, yarn over, and into that next space we're going to make a seed. So yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up, and one more yarn over. Again, you should have 6 loops on the hook, 6 loops of black, then yarn over with the black, pull it through the black loops only. You should have a black and a color A loop on the hook, yarn over the black again and pull it only through the black loop. Now drop your black color and pick up color A and finish off your stitch by yarning over and pulling through both loops on the hook. Now make 1 double crochet in the next space, then 2 double crochet in the next space, so that's going to be the space right before the seed. That's 1, another 1, 2. In the next space we're going to make 2 double crochets again, so that's going to be the space after the seed. That's 1 and 2, and make 1 double crochet in the next space. Okay, so now we're ready to make another seed. So drop your color A and pick up black, yarn over, then go into the next space, pull your hook through, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over again, go through that same space, yarn over, pull up, then another yarn over again, go through that space, yarn over and pull up. Yarn over and pull through only the black loops on the hook. Yarn over again with the black and pull through only the black loop. Then drop your black color, pick up color A, yarn over and pull through 2. And that is going to be the pattern for this round. You're going to start with 1 double crochet in the next space, then 2 double crochet in the next 2 spaces. So that's 1 and 2, another 2 double crochet in the next space, then 1 double crochet in the next space, and then you're going to make your melon seed after that. So I'm about to make my last melon seed. So you're gonna finish off with a last double crochet in the last space. And we're also done with the black for our seeds, so we're gonna cut that off, and this is how we're gonna do it. Before we finish off the double crochet, we're gonna cut off the black yarn. So yarn over, go through that last space like you're gonna do a double crochet, yarn over, pull it through. Now before you yarn over and finish your double crochet, you're gonna want to put your work down, and since we're done with the black, we're gonna snip that off. And I like to cut about maybe 2 inch, 2.5 inch. Now, before I finish off that double crochet, I still have 3 loops on the hook. Before I yarn over with the working yarn and pull it through that to finish up the double crochet, I'm going to tie that black end tail with the color A. And you want to do it as close as you can towards the base of that, to the base of the round, right? Now don't pull too much on the yellow, or don't pull too much on your color A. You want to use the black to tie off against the color A. So just tie off knots like you would, and I would suggest do 2 knots. Now if you pull, you're gonna feel like your 3 loops on the hook is not moving, but that's fine. You're still gonna finish off your double crochet. Now once that's tied up at the back, you can now yarn over with color A, pull through 2, and then finish off your double crochet. Then slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish this round. Okay, so this is round 5. We're gonna start with chain 3, and this does count as a stitch. So we're gonna put our stitch marker in the 3rd chain. And again, we're gonna work into the space between the stitches. So in the next space, you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Then in the next space, another double crochet, a single double crochet. And in the next space, another single double crochet. And in the next space, you're gonna make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Then in the next space, you're gonna make 1 double crochet. So that's gonna be 1 before that seed. and in the next space, so after the seed, make another double crochet, a single double crochet, and in the next space, 2 double crochet, and this is going to be the pattern for this round. You're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 spaces, and in the next space you're going to make 2 double crochet and 2, and repeat. So 1, 1, and 2. So continue with that, and I'll meet you towards the end. Now you're going to make 1 double crochet after the last seed, and 1 more double crochet in the last space before you finish off, and slip stitch into that 3rd chain to finish the round. Now for round 6 we're gonna do it a little bit different. Start by chaining 2, now we're gonna make a front post double crochet around the chain 3 that we did in the previous round. So to do that, you're gonna yarn over with your color A, insert your hook behind that chain 3. So this is the chain 3, you're gonna go behind it, put your hook through that space, then come out in front of it or in front of the chain 3, then yarn over, pull your working yarn back around that chain 3 and out and up front where you just went through. You should have 3 loops on the hook, and you're gonna finish off your double crochet like normal. So 1 and 2. I'm gonna put my stitch marker in there, and we're gonna do another front post double crochet around that same chain 3. So yarn over, go back into that same space behind the chain 3, then out in front of it again like this, yarn over, pull the working yarn behind that chain 3 and then pull it up in front again like this, and then finish off your second front post double crochet. Now you're going to make one front post double crochet around the next 6 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook around the next stitch like this, yarn over, grab your working yarn, pull back around that stitch and up, and finish your double crochet. So that's one. We're going to make the same front post double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Two, and in the next stitch you're going to make 2 front post double crochet around that stitch. So that's one, and a second one around that same stitch. And we're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. Make a front post double crochet around the next 6 stitches, and on the 7th stitch you're going to make 2 front post double crochet around that stitch. Okay, so I'm about to finish my last front post double crochet, and for this round you should have a total number of 64 stitches. And we're going to finish off with an invisible join in this round. So I'm going to pull up my yarn like this and cut off. Let's say 4 inches. Then thread this end tail. And to do a invisible join, once you cut off your yarn, you're gonna skip the first stitch I have my stitch marker in. I'm gonna skip that one, and into that second stitch I'm gonna put my needle through that. And pull it. You don't want it too tight so it cinches your work. Stitch marker out. Pull that so it closes the gap. Then put your needle back into that last stitch, but not through both loops. You're gonna want to put your needle only through the back. And you want to come from the center and outward like that. And then pull it. And this is your invisible join. You can thread in the entail later. Okay, so we're done with color A, and now we're gonna use our white. Now this is round 7, and we're gonna start with a standing stitch. A double crochet standing stitch to be specific. So I'm gonna start where we did that invisible join. I'm gonna start from there, which is our first stitch. And to make a standing stitch, you're gonna make a slip knot with your yarn. Put your hook through that slip knot. Now once you have your slip knot, bring that entail against the back of your work and pinch it. I'm using my ring finger to pinch it against the back so I have a little bit of tension. Then yarn over and insert your hook into the stitch, the first stitch. Then yarn over again, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on the hook, and then you're gonna finish off your double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through 2. And this is how you make a standing double crochet stitch. And yes, this time we're working into the actual stitch and not the space between the stitches. Now once you're done with your standing stitch, you're gonna make 2 double crochet in the next stitch. One and 2. Then 2 treble crochet in the next stitch. These are US terms. And to make a treble crochet, you're gonna yarn over twice before you insert your hook into the stitch. Then pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Again, to make a treble crochet stitch, you're gonna yarn over twice. You're gonna make a second one into that same stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You should have 4 loops on the hook. Then yarn over, pull through only 2 loops. You should have 3 loops remaining. Yarn over, pull through the next two loops. You should have 2 remaining. Then yarn over and pull through that final 2. And that's how you make a treble crochet. Now in the next stitch, you're gonna make 3 treble crochet. So once again, yarn over twice. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1, 2 more. Next, make 2 treble crochet in the next stitch. Next, we're gonna make 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert a hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now another double crochet into that same stitch. Then a single double crochet in the next stitch. Half a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And to make a half a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull up. You should have 3 loops on the hook, just like a double crochet, but you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now one more half a double crochet in the next one. Next, we're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is going to be the pattern for this round. After 5 single crochet, you're going to make half a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. That's 1, another one in the next stitch. 1 double crochet in the next stitch. 2 double crochet together in the next stitch. Two treble crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over twice. That's 1, another one into that same stitch. Then 3 treble crochet together into that next stitch. Yarn over twice. That's 1. That's 2. And a third one into that same stitch. Two treble crochet in the next stitch. One double crochet in the next stitch. One half a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So you're going to repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you towards the end. And you should finish off with half a double crochet in the final 2 stitches. And we're going to finish up with another invisible join. So I'm going to cut my yarn about 4 inches. Grab my needle. Okay, so this is the first stitch. I'm going to go through the second stitch. Take this stitch marker out. Close the gap. And this is the last stitch. I'm going to put my needle through the middle and go out like this on the back side of the stitch. Okay, so for this next round, round 8, we're going to be doing the inner lining of the melon, so you're going to need your light shade of green. And again, we're going to start with another standing stitch, and this time we're starting with a single crochet standing stitch. And to do that, we're going to make a slip knot with our yarn. And this is how you make a standing single crochet stitch. You're gonna put your hook through your knot, your slip knot, and again you're gonna pinch that end tail against the back of your work. And I'm gonna go to that first stitch, the one that we just the invisible stitch that we just created. So for this to work, you're gonna have to start there because this is the pattern I'm using. If you just do your standing stitch in any other way, this is going to be confusing for you because when I tell you the pattern, you're going to get lost because it's not going to make sense. So it has to be that stitch, the first stitch that we've always been starting with. Put your hook through the stitch, then yarn over and pull up. You should have 2 loops on the hook. Now go ahead and finish your single crochet. And that's the first single crochet. You're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. With the first one we already did, it's going to be a total of 5 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a total of 5 single crochet we just did. Now in the next stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochet. 1, then go back into the same stitch, make another one, 2. In the next stitch, we're going to make 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and a third one into that same stitch, 3. In the next stitch after that, we're going to make 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Now you're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 19 stitches. Yeah, you're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 19 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 24, 17, 18, and 19. And in the next stitch, make 2 single crochet. So this is going to be the pattern. You're going to make 3 single crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, final third one into that same stitch. 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And 1 single crochet in the next 19. So go ahead and finish your single crochets, and I'll meet you towards the end. Now in this last side you should only do 14 single crochet because you already did 5. And we're going to join with another invisible stitch into that first single crochet. Alright, for this final round we're going to use our second green, and again we're going to start with another standing stitch. So go ahead and make a slip knot with your yarn, and this time we are making a standing half a double crochet stitch. And to make a standing half a double crochet stitch, once you made your slip knot, put your hook through the slip knot, then hold the end tail against the back of your work, then yarn over and insert your hook into that, then yarn over and pull through. You should have 3 loops on the hook, then yarn over and pull through all 3. And that is your first half a double standing stitch. I'm going to put my stitch marker back in. Now make 1 half a double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 7. Now in the next stitch you're going to make 3 half a double crochet in the same stitch. That's 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to make half a double crochet in the next 25 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 4, 24 and 25. Now make 3 half a double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, and repeat half a double crochet in the next 25 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now in this last round you should have 17 stitches remaining, which you're gonna make 1 half a double crochet in each stitch, and it should add up to 25 because we already did 8 half a double crochet, because we already did 8 half a double crochets. So go ahead and finish up that last bit. You can finish off with a slip stitch into that first half a double crochet stitch within your edge, and you're all done. Alright. This is what your melon granny square should look like. And you're all done. Let's see all the colors. So if you like this tutorial, you find that it's helpful, please like my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.